talk to you about SENS. The company's called SENS Holdings and it trades on the NYC ARCA. Basically, it jumped 200% on December 23rd. And that's from the regular session to the pre-market. But from regular session alone, it jumped quite high. Went from 0 to 10% at the beginning. And even the 0 to 10% was like a huge sign because the stock was relatively dead previously. Like it was dead the day before and it was dead afterwards. So this was like a new high. Yeah, so what you want to do in this scenario is grab the clouds. And when I say in this scenario, I mean like in any scenario you should be looking at the clouds. The clouds are really good for volume spikes, unusually high volume, and basically you want to hold during the uptrend and buy on the bounces, sell on the probably the super highs. You don't even have to sell, just buy on the like anywhere on the bounce. So here is good, here is good, here is good, and then you hold and you hold, and then just be aware of when it bites through like the bottom of the cloud. Like sell when it bites through the bottom. So vice versa. So buy when it like bites through the top, or not the top, but the bottom of the negative cloud. And then yeah, bounces again. And then it bites in, sell over here, and then you can buy over here, and then sell over there. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of like babbling, but the signals are really good. The slow signals work quite well. It says to buy over here, sell over here, buy over here, sell over here. And what I feel like the slow signals are telling me for this kind of stock, like with really strong like uptrend like this, is that it's channel breakout. So it actually shows you kind of like where the channel breakouts are occurring. Channel breaks pretty badly over here, and then breaks over here, breaks over here. Yeah, technically it does break out over here. I think 2 and 2 would be a little better maybe. Maybe if I reduce the signal speed, maybe you could get some better signals. Let's see. I'm curious. Not quite sure this is better. 1-1, that's like too slow. Whoa, I haven't tried this before. Okay, now I'm just having fun. So, what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the news. There's this unusual volume scanner which you can use. SENS is on the list. They had a business update. That was over here. You buy the rumor, you sell the news. The rumor is going to go along with the new highs or the unusual volume. So if there's no news, that could be the result of a rumor. Where do you check for rumors? You can go to StockTwits. StockTwits, somewhere around, I forget what time it was, I think it was like 10 or 11 o'clock, somebody posted a patent release, which was filed on December 22nd. So that patent release actually hasn't been mentioned in this press release that came out over here. So I'm still bullish on this stock. I think if they do release a patent release, news press release, it's going to be bullish again. So I'm interested in jumping in this stock as soon as this thing starts to move upwards, because right now it's making like lower resistance levels, lower support levels. This is clearly like a bad trend, but I definitely think this could reverse again, and when it does, I'll be there. Hopefully. Yeah, so super trend did pretty well. Another reason why I wanted to make this video was like, obviously you cannot rely on one indicator alone all the time. Super trend works great and it works often, but it doesn't work 100% of the time. And because it doesn't work 100% of the time, you want some help from another indicator. And I would suggest using something like RSI indicator, or even, no, sorry, I would use the algo. That's probably the best, and I would say use 1 and 2 settings. So 1 and 2 settings will kind of avoid you from losing all your money. Well, not really, that's not true. 1 and 2 settings is not too sensitive, but at the same time, like, you'll still be able to hold. See what I mean? You'll still be able to hold, but what I'm worried about, and I'll show you what I'm worried about, is something like this. So here it looks like Supertrend wants to close, right? Like, if you were looking at this, you'd be like, okay, it's closing. Even the algo says to buy in. But then it falls, and then algo says to sell. I might have wanted to hold over here, but look what happens afterwards. That's a horrible drop. You do not want to be in that, okay? So listen to the algo. I would say listen to the algo. Be aware of Supertrend, but listen to the algos. This is like, I cannot believe how important this algo is. Like, I can make it 2-2. You're going to see a lot of signals. But anyways, so that's my take on this. Another thing is, like, check out the volume, the price weighted volume. If I use my old tricks, not my old tricks, but like, okay, I want to make this one just so it can be a little clearer and I can see. I would say that, like, you're looking for volume to totally disappear, right? I mean, to have no chance of going under this shaded area. So it looks like a buy over here, and it was. Like, if you had bought over here at 0.96, you could have sold at 0.13 or whatever. Or even here when the resistance starts to fall, that's a good time to sell. And then you can see here that price weighted volume is pretty negative over here. And there's kind of, for me, there's like, it just going down, right? And it does. And then here it becomes more bullish because it looks like price weighted volume is not gonna go further down. You can see that it's no longer falling under this shaded area. So if we had bought over here at 1.0319, we could sell it either here or even here. And this is kind of a weak sell, and this is a weak sell too, but at least, like, you would have made a profit here, and then also, like, it's kind of falling through the cracks over here. But yeah, so that's a nice trick for sure. So again, this stock just starts to fall pretty bad over here. I'm still bullish on the stock, but at the same time, like, check that out. Like, it's got some good signals. This is a channel indicator, in case you're wondering, and basically it's telling you to buy over here, around here at 0.8353. It did go up higher, so it wasn't a bad buy over there. The key words for this Sensonic announces business update were diabetes, 2.5 million, 3.5 million, FDA, and 12 and 15 million. I'm feeling it. I have, like, really good expectation for this stock. I'll definitely keep it on my watch list. All right, that's it.